No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
Why attack Sanders? Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
What rules, you sons of bitches? Here's the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
All of a sudden, we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius.
Why attack Sanders? Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
I'll kiss every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is. I'll kiss him. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in, your grandmother.
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. There's some bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it.
Should we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
But should we have done it sooner?
We are doing it.
It was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest. And I just spoke to my people.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of the hit YouTube program, The Above It All Experiential Experimental Experience, starring me. Is that good? It's my new intro. I'm working on it. I was working on that for the last couple of hours. I was sitting here just working, so was it good? Anyone have any notes? Got a show going on today. We're doing a program. We're doing a show. We got, meh, what the fuck? You know that goddamn fucking gif of Hillary Clinton? Hold up. I always find myself coming back to this gif. Where is it? Oh. Oh, hold the phone. You know this shit? I know this is, I didn't have it downloaded. I had to download it. Hold up. This fucking gif, has anyone ever seen this? There we go. Look at this. That's me. That's my reaction. This is my face when Glam Girl Adel says my intro is meh. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. All right. We got a show going on today, folks. A program. It is a programmed experience. It is an experiential program. And so we're working on it. Today, we're working on this. We're doing a show here today. Well, I'm doing a show. You're not doing much. Where's my dog? He's woofing around town. Doing a show here. We got Dimensional Legend in the chat. Everyone give a round of applause and a warm welcome to Dimensional Legend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the show. Anyway, we got a program. Let's start it up. Am I allowed to start? Wait, let me drink some coffee first. All right, I'm in. All right, so we got a show going on today. Start the show. So, this is a channel where I talk frequently about illegal drugs and how bad they are. Illegal drugs are really bad. And I honestly couldn't possibly even explain, drugs are just horrible for you.
No good, really bad for you.
They're just not good, okay? But anyway, because they're illegal and the government knows best. Anyway, so here we have a study. Scientists find that psychedelic mushroom microdoses can improve mood and mental health. Now again, this is impossible because drugs are illegal and things that are illegal are bad. Like evading your taxes, also really bad. Just don't break the law, everybody. But anyway, psychedelic microdosers noted multiple improvements compared to non-microdosing peers. Further evidence on the therapeutic potential of microdosing has been revealed by the latest research to examine how tiny amounts of psychedelics can impact mental health. In the study, which was recently published in Nature Scientific Reports, 953 people taking regular, small amounts of psilocybin and a second group of 180 people that were not microdosing were tracked. This latest research to come from the Microdose.me project was led by University of British Columbia, Oak and Nagin's Dr. Zach Walsh and doctoral student Joseph Rootman. What a cool name, Rootman. Who are you? I'm the Rootman. Whoa. Participants in the 30-day study were asked to complete a number of assessments to evaluate mental health, symptomology, mood, and measures of cognition. For instance, to measure psychomotor ability, a smartphone finger tap test was integrated into the study. This can be used as a marker for neurodegenerative disorders, including Parkinson's disease. Those microdosing psilocybin demonstrated greater improvements in mood, mental health, and psychomotor ability over the 1-month period compared to non-microdosing peers. Both groups completed the same assessments. So every once in a while, there's studies that come out that go mushrooms don't do anything, they're garbage. And then you got fucking mushrooms are gonna save the world, they're the best thing in the world. That's the camp I'm in. I'm in the camp that's there. Anyway, microdosing specifically is a hot topic. Every time microdosing is in the news, I try to cover it because one, I like mushrooms, except they're bad for you because they're illegal. But they're illegal. Anyway, but every once in a while there's studies that come out say microdosing doesn't do anything, the experts weigh in. And then there's studies that come out, oh, actually they do something. Now, one of my things is, let's assume, first of all, microdosing. What the fuck does that even mean? Right? What is a microdose? Is that 0.001 dried grams of mushroom? That's not, you know what I mean? So microdosing, we don't have a really defined term. For me, microdosing is taking a fifth of a dried gram or less. That to me, now that's enough for me to start feeling something, but it's not enough for me to start tripping like fucking Hank Hill in that episode of King of the Hill where he smokes a weed. But anyway, but a lot of people, they say microdosing is super, super small amounts. I don't know, what the fuck. Anyway, let's assume microdosing is a placebo. effect, right? It doesn't actually do anything, but it makes you think that you're going to have positive results, and therefore you have positive results. That's a win. As far as I'm concerned, that's a win. And so even if it is a placebo effect, I don't care. That being said, I am under the impression from personal experience, as well as reading many studies. I try to read every different perspective that I can on the subject. And from personal experience, as well as my culmination of research, I have deduced that microdosing is not just a placebo. It is actually really cool, but it's illegal, so don't do that. But once again, there are several cities and the entire state of Oregon in the United States where you can do that, and it's not illegal, and you can look that up online. But anyway, let's get back into this. This is the largest longitudinal study of this kind to date of microdosing psilocybin, and one of the few studies to engage a control group, says Dr. Welsh, who teaches that our findings of improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression, anxiety, and stress add to the growing conversation about the therapeutic benefit of microdosing. Potential, rather. Large doses of psychedelic psilocybin mushrooms have a long history of use among some indigenous peoples. They are prized by some in Western culture for the psychedelic effects, explains Dr. Welsh. They were also labeled an illicit substance during the American-led War on Drugs. Woo! However, recent interest has expanded from large-dose psychedelic use, known for creating dramatic alterations in mood and consciousness, to the potential therapeutic applications of smaller microdoses. These are amounts so small they minimally interfere with daily functioning. You can read more. You can also go to microdose.me if you'd like and check out their site. They got they do user-submitted reports and stuff. But anyway, that's there you go. I mean, my opinion, I don't respect the law. I don't respect what the government has to say. The government tells me that we have clean water, and yet my water has chloroform, chlorine, and lead in it. So, I don't really trust my government and what it says is or is not healthy. Again, mushrooms as well as LSD and marijuana are Schedule 1 in the United States in the Controlled Substances Act. Of course, what does Schedule 1 mean? It has no medicinal use, and not even does it have no medicinal use, but it's not even worth studying any potential future medicinal use. That's what the government has to say about weed and mushrooms. I say the government doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Of course, you have to factor in the politics of the Controlled Substances Act. Why did this even start to exist? Well, the reason Richard Nixon, upon winning election, was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers aren't going to vote for me. These motherfuckers, who are that? Who are the motherfuckers talking about here? The hippies, right? Black people. And so what he did was he devised a way to legally erase these people's ability to vote via the 13th Amendment. Make them slaves, mass the prison industrial complex, strip people's right to vote by making them felons, and throwing them in jail. So once we analyze the political climate of why this drug law even exists in the first place, we can definitely pretty much see that, really the main answer is racism. And Richard Nixon did not like characters like Timothy Leary telling people to drop out of high school, which, hey, I'm just saying, maybe you should consider dropping out of high school. I'm just saying, throwing that out there. But anyway, so I view the law as non-existent. It's made up. It's Looney Tunes. It's just some stupid people living in a psychosis-induced realm. Maybe they did some of these drugs. Who knows? But either way, the idea that it's Schedule 1, no medicinal benefit or no theoretical medicinal benefit, I mean, that's so clearly, demonstrably untrue that I don't think anyone should respect those laws to begin with. That being said, it is illegal, and therefore it is really bad for you, unless you go to certain cities across the United States or the entire state of Oregon. Then it's not illegal, and then, hey, I don't know, maybe we're allowed to say different things. You know what I mean? Who knows? Anyway, there you go. Turmeric curcumin. It takes away COVID-19, coronavirus, and nebula virus. So you just have a handful of turmeric and then COVID's over? All right. Joke's on you. I already graduated. That's your first fucking mistake. Mila, reminder. You gotta answer my DM from like 6 fucking years ago. I'm still waiting on that shit. Also, Mila, you should tell your friend that ready to set up a date pretty much whenever. So, graduating high school is a mistake. Who knew? I knew. What the fuck? I've been saying this the whole time. I knew that. Graduating high school only further cements your presence under capitalism, you know. That's, if you really want to be anti-capitalist, you don't graduate high school, and you don't do what the government tells you, and you do your own research. My opinion is I got way smarter the moment I stopped having to go to prison for fucking 8 hours a day. That's my opinion. But there you go. I thought you knew I was a capitalist shill. Typical capitalist graduating high school. Not only does this moron nerd, this privileged little nerd who belongs in a locker and with their head in the toilet at the same time graduate high school, but they're going to college. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? Who goes to college? It's 2022 and this motherfucker's like, oh, like, my God. This is the everyone shit on Tyler for just simply existing part of the stream. Tyler's breathing oxygen. Fuck. All right, let's get him. Oh. Yep. What other stream can you enter where the streamer will bully the shit out of you? You're not going to see this elsewhere, let me tell you. You are not going to see this in many other streams. We got Jean, also potentially pronounced Jean. Welcome to the program. Good to have you here. I don't know if you're new here, but either way, we are a very welcoming community. I hope you don't regard anything I said about Tyler. You know, we are, other than Tyler, we are a very welcoming community, and we'd love to have you here. So. Anyway, let's keep going with the show. Today's show is going to be a little shorter than average. I've got some errands to do after the show is over that I want to take care of ASAP. You know, I got my own life. I got a life. I know you might think that I don't. You might think I'm just that crazy person on the internet that does a show every day, 7 days a week. But I do have a life, and that life beckons me. So I'll probably make this show only about an hour, and we're already 20 minutes into the hour, right? Isn't that crazy? We're already in. And your channel was recommended by Sandy? Is that the case? Oh. Now I got stage fright. Oh. People are saying good things about me. Oh, don't look. So anyway, as you can see, I'm all dressed up. So, I'm wearing jeans. Normally I wear my pajamas during my show because I don't do anything. But today, I'm going to be doing some stuff. So I'm all dressed up. Look at me. What's the aesthetic looking like? Anything good? Is this good? I'm feeling okay. You know, I don't put clothes on too often. Normally I just walk around, you know, in the minimal possible clothing, pajamas, who cares, you know, I'm not leaving the house. But anyway, I'm leaving the house today, so I got dressed. First day version in the chat. Education and intelligence are two different things. There can be highly educated in one or many disciplines. However, high intelligence gives you the ability to navigate through all. Don't confuse the two. Educated does not define or mean intellect. It means you're a parrot. Whoa! Whoa! I agree, though. I agree. Isn't it hot? I don't think so. It's not hot in my house right now, so let me check. Oh, it might be. That's the thing with the cardigan, right? If it's hot, you take it off, right? Whoa, whoa. But if it's cold, a little chilly when you walk in the store, put it back on. It's options. First, Andrea welcomes you with a charming smile. Next thing you know, she's publicly roasting you. Oh, no. Ah! All right. Folks, climate change. A lot of people are worried about climate change. I'm worried about climate change. You're worried about climate change. My grandma's worried about, well, actually, she's not that worried about climate change. She's, she's not going to be making it too much longer now. But anyway, sorry, Grandma. Anyway, so this is, we're doing a show here about climate change, and we have some very serious people that have some very serious solutions when it goes in regards to climate change. Very serious fucking solutions. We're going to solve this shit. A lot of people go like, oh, but it's the capitalists. Oh, a lot of people go like, oh, but we love computers, right? So how do we fix climate change? Well, the answer is we don't have to do anything because evolution already fixed it for us. This is from BusinessInsider.com. A weird evolutionary quirk in the human eye could be what saves us from climate change.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
All right, but let's see. What do they have to say? This is by Adam Rogers. This is from July 19th, but this is being advertised on Twitter, so this is how I saw it. Their adverts are working. But also, this is pretty stupid, so I wanted to read it. The sky is supposed to be blue, damn it. I mean, come on. And if it isn't, that's a signal. All right, so far, I'm in. Okay, the sky is, in fact, supposed to be blue. I can agree with that. That's, we're so far, we're on the same page. Earlier this month, a monster Midwestern thunderstorm called a Derico, 60 miles wide, with gusts up to 90 miles per hour, turned the skies over South Dakota a sickly ectoplasmic green. The internet did its what the fuck thing. Images from social media went viral and then hit the news, followed by requisite explainers. It all moved even faster than the storm itself, just as it did 2 years ago when massive wildfires turned the skies over San Francisco a shade of the Golden Gate orange. People freaked, and why not? It was real weird. Apocalyptically weird. Right, so we all know, 2 years ago, San Francisco was orange. And then the climate stopped changing, right? Because people saw it was orange, and they're like, whoa! And then the climate stopped changing. Right? This is some good stuff. San Francisco orange and Sioux Falls green, along with the neutral top of Dubai during one of its recent megacity-sized sandstorms, are unprecedented sights in both vividness and severity. Derricos and wildfires and sandstorms have all happened before, but not like this. The difference? Climate change. A dunder-headed anti-terraforming of Earth. Unseasonable, bigger, and more dangerous are hallmarks of the new world, where city skies are turned to the color of a dead planet, with apologies to William Gibson's neuromancer. Oh, wow. He's got jokes. So maybe you'll think it's even weirder that I think this is great. We're going to owe a kind of thank you to the Earth's scary new colorways and to the evolutionary quirks of our eyes and brains that lets us see color in the first place. Climate change has been going on for a century and a half. For most of that time, it has been so subtle that people couldn't see it or could ignore it. But our color vision is tailored for survival. When the sky turns green, we notice. I'm hoping the eldritch skies will get people to fight the coming climate catastrophe better than any dictionary-sized international science report ever could. All right, so first of all, I just got to say, I mean, I'm glad that this guy's happy. I'm glad that they're in a good state of mind. But I'm gonna press X on this one. I'm gonna doubt that this is gonna happen. So people are gonna see that the sky is green or orange, and then what? Then all the billionaires will start paying their taxes. Like, people are gonna see, oh shit, the sky's orange, bruh. Then a month's gonna go by, and they're gonna forget, and then like winter's gonna happen, and they'll go, oh, the climate's not changing, right? Like, people are gonna be like, oh shit, bro, look, the sky is green, man. And then they're gonna snap their selfie, woo, right? And then they're gonna fucking post it on fucking Instagram, and then that's it. Like, I'm just like, where is the connection between like the mass movement of people that know that climate change needs to be dealt with and the people that have power to actually deal with it? Where's the connection? The sky being green, to me, doesn't seem like the connecting tissue that we need in order to do something about this. But anyway, the rest of this article is just like talking about why we see color. So that's my hope, at least, that painting the apocalypse with a different palette will make it salient to us all in in all new ways. That the new colors of the sky are so terrifying they will spur us to action. We'll see the signal for what it is and finally do what is required. Like, is this like the opening to like a novel? Like is this guy writing a novel? Adam Rogers, is he writing a novel? And then, like, this is, like, the forward, right? And then, like, chapter 1 is, like, post-apocalypse or something. Like, because if that's the case, like, if this is, like, an intro to a novel, I'm in, right? The creative writing, like, the fucking whatever, right? The jokes, I'm in, okay? But if this is, like, supposed to be serious political analysis, right? Then I'm a little lost. Now, again, this is from July 19. Adam Rogers, I mean, my hat's off. But you know, needless to say, I'm not convinced that a couple of orange and green skies are going to do anything about climate change. I'm not convinced. I would like to be convinced, but I'm going to need a little bit more evidence. So we'll see. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to have to cover that. I saw it being advertised to me, so this is the way that I fight back against advertisers. Is I spread their propaganda even further on my show, but then I profit from it. So who's really advertising who? Huh? Yeah. Folks, I want to remind everyone about the tip jar, the visual metaphor of the tip jar. As you can see, there's coins in there. I'm gonna try to get some more coins very soon. I'm attempting to get some more coins for the tip jar. I'm out of coins, but I just want to say the end of the month is coming up, and I do appreciate the generous contributions of y'all throughout the month. And the end of the month, I look at the bills and I go like, right, like, that's me. I got that anxiety at the end of the month, but I get to blog about my anxiety and then beg people to fix my anxiety. So that's the method that I'm taking. Anyway, there you go. Hello, Raw. Ran out of money to give you? Yeah, that's because you spent it all on college. You fucking nerd. I can't give you any money because I spent it all on textbooks. Well, it's all good. I don't care. You go to college, you have a good one. Fuck. Season 3? My man, we're on season 4. By the way, Westworld tomorrow. Are we going to get the faded Aaron Paul back-to-back? Aaron Paul on Westworld, and then Aaron Paul and Better Call Saul, the faded back-to-back. You know, I was thinking last week, after Aaron Paul was not in Westworld last weekend, that I was thinking, because Better Call Saul ended in the Breaking Bad the week before, I was thinking, is this, like, I'm ready for the double feature, right? But then I was thinking, like, oh no, right, the one time they skip him on Westworld is going to be the one episode he's in on Better Call. And then we got the Gene episode. So then it's like, oh! Right, so now we're just hoping that we don't fucking skip him on Westworld again, because the next episode has already been teased. TZ. Trump started the university. Maybe you could do the same. I'd love to do a university. University. Folks, I want to talk a little bit about the rotating villain theory. Say theory, it's a political theory, where basically it posits that there will always be one villain. Whenever Democrats control Congress, presidency, Senate, whatever, there will always be one member of the Democratic Party that's going to buck everyone else and say, "Ugh," and just run out the clock until Republicans take control again. And right now, our current iteration of the rotating villain theory is Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia. Well, recently we had this bogus announcement that, oh my God, Chuck Schumer and Joe Manchin struck a deal. Oh my fucking... I can't... They struck a fucking deal. Right? And we're being propagandized into believing that that deal is worth anything at all. That's what they want us to believe. Oh, they have a deal? Oh, great. Well, anyway, the rotating villain theory suggests now that Joe Manchin is no longer the person in charge of destroying progress in this country, that someone else has to take that mantle. And who else better than Kyrsten Sinema? This is from Axios. Sinema indicates she may want to change the Schumer-Manchin deal. Huh. Not great. Isn't that great? Now, again, the climate deal, dumb as shit to begin with. If Joe Manchin is signing off on something, it's garbage, and it's probably worse than nothing. Because, now again, even if it's slightly better than nothing on policy, the idea that Democrats are going to like, look, we did something, and then not do anything else, that's when I say it's worse than nothing, because they're not going to do anything else. They're going to say, look, like, remember the bipartisan infrastructure package? Didn't do anything. It's going to fix like 1 or 2 bridges. Our water supply is still in ruins. Our food supply is still garbage. But then they're, look, we did infrastructure week. We did it. They didn't do fucking anything. They just gave a bunch of money to corporations and no one got any help. No one got better water supply. No one got better electricity, especially people in Texas, right? The bipartisan infrastructure deal didn't do anything, but they're running around going, oh, it's infrastructure week. Right? They're a bunch of fucking trolls. They're a bunch of stupid motherfucking idiots, okay? Now, anyway, the rotating villain theory suggests that there will always be one member of the Democratic Party that's fucking around at any given time. So Joe Manchin ceasing his fuckery, Kyrsten Sinema is back. Kyrsten Sinema is like fucking goddamn Bakura in the Yu-Gi-Oh series, you know, like he's the villain, right? At the very beginning, right before Duelist Kingdom, right? He's a villain, and then they think they kill him, and then he's in the background, and then in Duelist Kingdom, he comes back, whoa, and then they fucking kill him again. And then fucking Battle City arc, you know, he comes back, he's like, oh, I'm a thief, I'm gonna steal your soul, and then, you know, and then they kill him again, and then at the very end of the series, he comes back. He's always like in the shadows, right? That's Kyrsten Sinema, just waiting for the opportunity to fuck everyone up. Anyway, Senator Kyrsten Sinema D. has a message for her Democratic colleagues before she flew home to Arizona for the weekend. She's preserving her options. Wow. Why it matters. Cinema has leverage, and she knows it. Any potential modification to Democrats' climate and deficit reduction package, like knocking out the $14 billion provision on carried interest, could cause the fragile deal to collapse. Her posture is causing something between angst and fear in the Democratic caucus as senators wait for her to render a verdict. Oh, the senator has yet to speak. Oh, everybody, hear ye, the senator has spoken. Like, who fucking gives a shit, motherfucker? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Fuck. Oh, dear heavens, what has the senator got today? What the fuck? Her posture is causing something between angst and fear in the Democratic caucus as senators wait for her to render a verdict on the secret deal announced by... It's not that much of a secret deal. How do you announce a secret deal? Hey, everyone, great news. We got a secret deal. That's not it. What? You just told her. Driving the news. Cinema has given no assurance as to colleagues that she'll vote along party lines in the so-called Vairaba for the $740 billion bill next week, according to people familiar with the matter. The Vairaba process allows lawmakers to offer an unlimited amount of amendments as long as they are ruled germane, who cares, by the Senate parliamentarian. Who gives a fuck about... Oh, dear heavens, the parliamentarian says... who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? Anyway, you can read the rest of this. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Now, again, just to be clear, if this climate deal that was struck, the secret deal between Manchin and Schumer, if it did pass, if it does become law, it's irrelevant. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to give them the ability to pat themselves on the back, right? But there's always going to be someone that fucks around. You know what I mean? And it's embarrassing to be not just an American, but to be a human. To be a human being on this planet with these fucking creatures is embarrassing. I am embarrassed. I fucking hate these people. I hate them with every ounce of my being. I think they're garbage. I mean, that's the thing with garbage. At least garbage used to be useful. Like, what is garbage? Like packaging on food, right? Like, oh, we got food in the house. Let's throw away the packaging in the garbage, right? At least it actually had a function. These fucking wastes of space don't even have a function. They never had a function. They never were useful. They're just fucking trash in the worst way imaginable. Jesus fucking Christ. Disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting creatures. Not even humans. They're subhumans. They are creatures of the night. They are evil beings of hell and torment. And they're garbage. And again, I need to come up with a word that's worse than garbage. Because again, as I said, at least garbage at one point was useful. Can't say the same about Kyrsten Sinema or Joe Manchin. They've never been useful, right? So, I don't know, man. Anyway, the secret deal. In tatters. Whoa! First day version, A10. I like your style. Direct, no BS. Thank you. I have a tip jar, but I don't have any coins. I don't have any coins for my tip jar, but I do have a bill on my desk, and so I'm gonna put that in there. It's, you know, it's $50, but you know, just got my tip jar, so. Yeah! Oh! Trying to keep up with this conversation that's going on. That's right. I do a cooking show, and it will come back this Wednesday, next Wednesday, whatever. Hate words. Goddamn retro boomer. Jesus, this guy? Precious few people, regardless of their physical ugliness, can boast an inner self as disgustingly abhorrent, as sadistically vile, as chronically indentured with moral decay and bloated ego. Holy fucking shit, we got a goddamn fucking Edgar Allan over here. Christ almighty. The Yanomami word for Western people translates to subhuman. Well, I don't agree with this Westernism. This is racist, you know. Oh. I mean, that's pretty much all I got for the show. Oh, I'll talk about a movie. The Western culture really sucks, actually. Yeah, my problem with this line of dialogue is that what the fuck does Western mean? Like, Western culture. Like, you ask 99.99999% of people what the fuck Western means, right? Like, you got the Jordan Petersons that think it, like, you know, we need to make Greece great again or some shit, right? Like, my problem with that kind of stuff is that, like, I mean, look at, like, fucking as if the East is any better, right? Like, oh, shit. China, totally non-industrial country that's like super great for the world. Like, is China better than the US? Probably. But I mean, you know. I don't think Western culture sucks. Maybe, you know, maybe you can call me a little bit of a Western chauvinist. But I like Western culture. I don't like industrial Western culture. I don't like capitalism, but, you know, I like Western culture. I don't like cars. I don't know. My opinion is the word Western, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, if someone says, oh, that's Western propaganda, right? Like, what does that mean? Like, United States propaganda? Like, what is, like, I don't know, like, Western culture. Like, I don't know, like, to me, I don't know, the only people that have any care in the world about Western stuff is, like, fucking, like, Jordan Peterson's clique, you know what I mean? But, you know, I've never been outside of America, so I don't have any direct experience. But I can tell you that Eastern culture, you know, it's got some problems. It's got some problems, but I feel like human culture in general, like all cultures on Earth, not so good. Not so good. At least at this current moment. But yeah, I think the biggest problem is industrialization. Like, factories need to go bye-bye. Like, we don't need to mass produce things. We don't need to mass produce plastic. We don't need to mass produce, like, random fucking knickknacks. We don't need to mass produce, you know, fucking, like, we need more shit that's, like, made in someone's bedroom, you know? Like, I don't want to eat off of a plate that was, like, fucking mass produced. There's, like, 60 million like, the same iteration of this plate. I want to eat a plate that someone made in, like, a ceramics class in their spare time on Thursday night. That's the plate I want to eat off of, right? Like, we don't need these fucking, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Anyway, let's do a movie review real quick. You know, get something out there. Yesterday, I watched a film. I was scrolling through AMC, and AMC has AMC Plus has a exclusive film section, and I watched White Elephant. Now, this is White Elephant. I don't know why there's an IGN logo at the bottom, but I don't know if that's part of the poster or if it's just that where I got the poster. I have no idea. Anyway, White Elephant. Now, I watched this movie for two reasons. One, because it has elephant in the title. That's the main reason. And two, because this is Bruce Willis's last movie. This is the movie where, to my understanding, Bruce Willis developed aphasia and had trouble filming during this movie. So I don't know what his original role was, but you can, in my opinion, like every scene with Bruce Willis, you can tell that he is off his game, right? Like you can just tell, right? Like there's so much to say about this movie that's not great. This movie, I don't know who edited this movie, but the person who edited this movie was really bad. Like there's so many scenes where they use dialogue from another scene and then like they'll switch the camera angle but keep the dialogue playing. But then that character who's talking in the sound, their lips aren't moving on screen. Right? Like in that, like, you know, sometimes you notice this every once in a while, like a bad dub or like a bad scene transition. But I was like, you know, it was just like, there were like 6 or 7 instances where I noticed that people were talking and their lips weren't moving. It was like a fucking like video game from like the PlayStation 1 era, you know, like, you know, where they didn't have the technology to move people's mouths but they just played the dialogue anyway. I don't know, man. Like this movie, the editing was horrible, right? Like it was just bad. Like it was just bad. Like I don't like the thing about like the editing, right, is typically you don't really notice it. You know, unless it's bad. Sometimes I notice like editing that's just like really good and I'm impressed at how like the scenes blend together and stuff. But like the editing in this movie was straight up trash. Anyway, so the plot is that you know, Bruce Willis is like some mob boss or whatever. And then like, you know, the other guys are like the people that work for him. And then the lady is a cop. And she's a cop and she's like, she accidentally like sees one guy in the mob or something. They try to kill her. Turns out it's the other guy's like daughter. It's never said, right, that that's his daughter, but like it's heavily implied. But like the movie was just bad. Like it's a bad movie. I don't say this often. Most movies, even bad movies, like I can see value in. Like I really love cheesy movies, like where like, you know, 80s cheesy horrible B-movie acting. I genuinely enjoy that. This movie though, it just feels bad. Like the ending scene, the gun shootout with the grenades and all that shit at the end, that was good. But to be honest, that was the only redeemable part of this movie. It's 90 minutes, it's not that long. But this is a movie that's just painfully mediocre. It's painfully mediocre. Like, you can tell Bruce Willis is, like, lost in every scene. Like, his delivery is not great. Right? Almost all the other actors, like, I mean, besides the other main 3 on this poster, you got Bruce Willis and the other 3. Like, those 3 are okay. They do a decent job. But like every other actor in the movie is and it's not like cheesy, it's not like B-movie, you know, but it's just like they're really painfully mediocre and like they say their lines without any emotion. It's just bad. It's just a bad movie. But again, it is Bruce Willis's last movie and it is called White Elephant, and I do love elephants. So one of the plot lines is that one of the characters' like wife died. And, like, her dying wish is that, like, he uses his money to go to Africa to save the elephants. That's the best part. That's the best part. Is, like, a throwaway piece of dialogue from this character's dead wife. That's it. And then at the end of the movie, like, he goes to Africa and there's, like, an elephant noise in the background. So, you know, that's the best part of the movie. pretty much everything else. I mean, it's, again, I don't like doing negative reviews. I really don't. Because I think even bad art can be enjoyable. That's my opinion. Like bad and good. Like, I don't agree with the mainstream perception of the linearity between bad and good. Right? Like, I just don't agree. This movie, though, my opinion, it's not worth watching. Like, just look up the ending online if you want to hear the elephant. You know, that's my opinion. But it is also Bruce Willis's last movie. So, you know, if you're on a Bruce Willis binge and you want to go out on a low note, there you go. White Elephant, you know, it's a low note. But, you know, can't always end on a high note. That's fine. But anyway, that's White Elephant. Not that great. I'm not going to lie. I was not entertained. But, well, I mean, the ending with the guns, that's good. Like, you know, decent choreography with the guns, you know. But other than that, it's just... Ugh. Yeah, I think Bruce Willis, like, you know, like, it just depends on when the films get edited, right? But I think this was the last movie he made. Like, I'm not sure. But that's where I read that he was developing aphasia on the set of White Elephant. But, yeah. I'm a master of my craft? Holy shit. Holy fuck. I gotta turn my AC on. It's getting hot. Rielon was right. Was it Rielon that said that? I don't know. Taking the cardigan off. Woo! Anyway, that's all I got. That's the show. Like I said, I'm doing some errands today, so I'm gonna be ending the show after an hour, you know, whatever. But I will see y'all tomorrow on Sunday. But before we go, Q-Cock. That's right, everybody. Questions, comments, or concerns. That's right, everybody. Q-Cock. Q-Cock, folks. Q-Cock. Questions, comments, or concerns. If anybody has anything that they need to get off their chest, you know, if there's any transgender men in the audience that need to get anything off their chest, now's the time. Do I watch Bill Maher? No. Alright. That's the first question. Maybe the last, but I'll wait a little bit longer. Thanks for another great show. Bye, everyone! Have I seen the second ep? Yes, and I have not seen the third yet. Where am I going today? I'm going to drop stuff off at the postal office, and I might hit up the grocery store. Need groceries. Andrea needs a microphone that doesn't pick up the background sound. I mean, it's just like, the thing is, I'm right next to the air conditioner, so it's less needing a new microphone, and it's more moving my setup away from the air conditioner. Like, you see this wall right behind me? The air conditioner is like right there. Right? It's just like, this is, you know, it's just right there. It's barely out of the frame. But I am planning on moving my setup around, so we'll see. What are we cooking this week? I can't do spoilers. I refuse. Don't forget to wear your masks. I have anxiety dreams. Like, whenever I'm in public in a dream, I, like, am anxiously looking for my mask and I can't find it. Like, yeah, I wear my mask all the time. Like, there's no, like, it's not like a burden. I know that people have this weird, like, stupid shit. Like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, but I do it anyway, or whatever. Like, motherfucker, I want to hide from you fucking freaks. I look at my fellow human and I'm like, oh, God, oh, fuck. I want to fucking run away from you people. The mask makes me feel comfortable. What am I going to eat today? I don't know. I made some beans yesterday, so I might have leftover beans. I mean, if you want to do a fundraiser anyway, Environmental Coffee House, and then I can just, like, pay my bills with that, I'm in. Like, let's do a fundraiser for my fucking phone bill. Like, let's go. Am I still developing the dream stream? Yes, I am. I will be honest, I have been doing a lot of marijuana products recently. And other sorts of substances. So I'm, but the thing is, I want to make the series good. I want it to be good. I don't want to half-ass it. So I'm just waiting until I feel like I've got the knowledge base ready, and then it'll happen before the end of the year. Don't hate me for this, but when are you going to finally set up membership for this channel? When, Mila, you answer my request from like 6 months ago on Twitter and get that application I told you to get. So when you get that, I'll set up the memberships. There you go. So now it's on Mila. Realon says, Johnny, stop asking the same damn question. God damn it, you keep asking the same goddamn question. Fuck! This is, second cup of coffee. I've got, we're playing the game What's on My Desk. Paper towel that I used to blow my nose in, and then subsequently used to wipe down some dust, and I forgot to throw this away because it fell out of my hand when I was throwing the other clump of things away, so that's still there. I got a fingernail, an old fingernail on my desk, so if anyone wants an old fingernail, will I get the monkeypox vaccine? Probably. I got a tube, plastic tube, that, some marijuana-related thing came in, and I was just sitting on my desk. Realon, 14 Zars! Got a, 7-Eleven lighter, which I probably shouldn't be putting into a jar of money, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's go. Alright, y'all, that's the show. Thank you all for watching.
Here I am, Nancy Pelosi, saying this country needs a strong Republican Party, and we do.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
Get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.